everybody? It's Beauty87 here, and today we're going to get into my thoughts on the, what is this, Clean Fresh CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I have the color Deep 620. They don't have that many shades of this. I think I went in Walgreens. No, I was in CVS, and I think they had like maybe 8 or 9 shades, and I think they were like 3 to 4 dark shades. There's like Tan Rich. There's this one, and then I think there's like just the deep dark, or I think it's just dark or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started with some primer. So I'm gonna use the Farsali Skin Tone Blur, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of the liquid powder with it, and then I'm gonna I was watching Casey Holmes' video, and she showed like Scott Burns doing this trick where he like conceals all the spots that have imperfections on them, and then just go ahead and what do you call it, what was I saying? And then he just goes ahead and puts foundation and all that stuff on top of it, and that's how he, like, you know, perfects the face. So I was like, I'm gonna try that out today. So I'm gonna conceal all my dark spots and stuff. I used to do that, but then I like stopped. So I like figured we could try it out again today. And Farsali Skin Tone Blur is just supposed to blur my pores out. When I first tried this, I used their primer, it's the Skin Smoothing Primer from CoverGirl, because Andrea Renee was talking about how nice it was. So I was like, I'll go ahead and try that. And oh, this is the Makeup Forever Skin Velvet Matte Powder or whatever. I might put that on. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, I'm just trying to get the Farsali Skin Tone like all pressed into the pores and smear it out so we can get into the liquid powder. Because I'm mainly going to put the liquid powder like towards the middle here and like in here and on the forehead. I try to put it in all the places where I have, what do you call it? Where I get really oily. Just to see if it helps or not. And I feel like it's helped for a couple of times I have used it. This is, I believe, my 3rd time using it. Because I used it in the video I showed you all. Oh, crap. I keep forgetting you don't do it the way you do the other one. This was like you do it between your fingers and then do it. But I just been like, go ahead and pat it right there when I don't do it right. So this is the 2nd time I have done it right. And weirdly enough, I felt like I liked it better when I didn't do it right than when I did do it right, rubbing it in between my fingers and then pressing it on the skin. Because I felt like when I did it that way, like, it still looked like my face got super oily. But when I do it like this, I feel like it doesn't get as oily, as stupid as that sounds. And I know there's like a method you're supposed to do it. But I did watch their video, and they were saying put the Skin Tone Blur on first and then put this on last. So that's why, you know, obviously I tried to follow the instructions to a certain extent. But I liked it better when I did it this way as opposed to the way that they said you're supposed to do it. So since y'all know I got a whole bunch of dark spots all over my face, half my face probably got to be filled with concealer before we even start like the tutorial with the foundation. But you know, since I've already used it before, like I said, this is just gonna be like a demo of me showing it to you. I already have my thoughts on it because I wore it like a good amount of time. This is my 2nd time trying it with a different. This is my 1st time trying it with a different primer though, with this Farsali stuff, because I had did it with the like I told you all, the CoverGirl one. So right now I'm just gonna cover up all this. Now he did use a lighter one. I always use a darker one though, just cause, you know, that's just what I do. I don't want to lighten up the dark spots. And plus, I'm in my grandmother's house, and I don't have nearly as much makeup here as I do at home, where I could have been like, oh, well, I'll grab this concealer and make sure that this works. I did bring the new e.l.f. concealers with me though, to use those again, because I have only used them I think twice. And I'm obviously not a fan of the new one. I like the old one better. Like the color selection is different on the old one. I mean on the new one than it is on the old one. Like it's slightly lighter than the other one. And then there's the whole situation of the coverage. Like I feel like it doesn't give you as much coverage. Now if you have dry skin, I obviously see that you would like the hydrating one, but it's like I don't have dry skin. I have oily combination. So the original one works better for me, but that's just like a personal preference situation. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you have to like the old one, because I heard a lot of people that had dry skin didn't like it. And Jackie Anna actually said it was okay. Like if she was in a pinch, she would use it, but she wouldn't like go out of her way to buy it. Which I totally get, because it's like, you know, there are other concealers that you have that do better things and that you're used to using and formulated with. And the fact that she likes to let hers dry down and it, you know, you don't get to do that with this one. I can understand why she would say that. So I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Selfie Ready Blending Perfector brush. I'm gonna go ahead and start blending the concealer in the face. And then I'll go over with a sponge after that. But I like to start off with blending in. Oh, have you all watched Patrick Todd's video with what's her face? Kirsten Dominique. Because, I was watching it at work yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay. And I found out he was Vietnamese, because I always thought he was Filipino. I don't know why, but he was talking about how he had a salon, and then like he ended up losing his salon, had to file for bankruptcy, and he was living with his roommate, and his roommate worked at MAC, and that's how he ended up doing makeup. I thought that was like such a cool way to find out that he started doing makeup, because, you know, I am curious as to how like these people become who they are, and he told a little bit of his story. So I love watching people who actually ask those questions instead of asking like other questions, like who the celebrity is that they worked for and all that. Like, that's cool and all, but it's like, I want to hear about this person, because it's like they're the ones that's on your channel, so I kind of am more concerned about them, not whose makeup they actually do. I mean, he talked about how Gigi liked her makeup a certain way, and that's cool and everything, but it's like, I was glad that she made, you know, focus a little more on him than just, you know, focusing on Gigi, because stuff like that be annoying me. It's like, focus on the person who's like here with you now. It's cute that, you know, we talking about this other person, but like, I want to hear about the person that's here with you, you know? Or is it just me? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the foundation finally, after I've rambled for like 6 minutes. This is, like I said, the color Deep. It's supposed to be blurring imperfections, even skin tone, sheer buildable coverage, instant and all-day hydration. Yeah, I would definitely say it is sheer buildable coverage. I wouldn't try to build this up more to medium, because if you try to build it up past medium, it's a wrap. It's a little watery, as you can see. It runs down my hand a little bit when you put it on. But, I mean, it has a nice finish. It looks like a natural skin finish. I don't know if I thought it, like, blurred. Like, I felt like it sunk into my pores and made them obvious. So, I don't know how that's blurring. But, you know, I could have just needed to put on, and they said I had on a skin perfecting primer. But, I mean, if it wasn't blurring, that might be why I had the difficulties I had. But I was not necessarily liking it around the pores when I did it, but it did blur in other places. So, you know, just keep that in mind. And you are gonna have to build this up. Like, I think I had to put on like 2 layers to get like a low medium coverage. And if I remember correctly, I think I put it on with a sponge. I had to go back and watch that video, because I did film it, and when people started walking in and talking when I was like in the middle of filming, and I didn't have time to film it over again because I had a whole bunch of other videos I needed to do, and then I still had other errands I needed to go run. So I was like, I don't have time to refilm this, and you want to come in and talk. So I was like, we're just not going to get it done today. That's all. So I'm going to just sponge in the rest of it. But with that concealer, it helped the foundation out a lot, because this foundation doesn't give you that much coverage. So you might want to spot conceal the areas that you feel like need more coverage, and then just go with the foundation on top. That's what I do with foundations like this. They don't give me that much coverage, but if I like them well enough, then I'll, you know, work with them, if you will. So I'm going to just take another squirt. I guess this equals 1 pump. I don't know. That's why I don't like squeezy tubes. They don't have pumps on them, because it's like, I don't know if this is a pump or, you know, whatever. I think I took out too much, though. But I hadn't put any in my forehead yet, and I still feel like, since the color of the concealer isn't the same as the foundation, it's looking a little different. So I want to make sure I cover that part up as well. So that's why I went in with the additional coverage that I did. Yeah, I'm not going to cream contour today, just because I didn't bring a cream contour with me. I'm just kind of like having to wing it, if you will. I did bring certain things, so like I said, I knew I needed to film. So we will touch on those tonight. Now, when you will see them, I don't know. I'm going to try to have the Artist Pro, sorry, the, what palette was that? I believe it's Pro Artistry by LA Girl, that I found on Ulta's website for $15.99. I don't know if it's an Ulta exclusive or not. I feel like it is, though, because I didn't see them advertising it, and I haven't seen it, like, on their Instagram at all. And I bought this, like, at the beginning of the week, and I still haven't seen them post anything about it. So I'm thinking it's Ulta exclusive. Don't quote me. They had, like, a more mauve tone one, too, that I feel like Ulta exclusive, but I found this nice one from Catrice that I feel like was a good dupe for the Huda palette, but I don't own the Huda Rose Gold, so I'm gonna just do a look with it for Instagram. I'm not gonna put it on YouTube, so you'll see that sometime next week probably. I got a few Instagram videos that I have not uploaded yet that I need to get up on, because like those videos already went up and I still haven't posted like the actual Instagram video, so I need to get on that. I don't know, lately I've been lacking on that, because it's like I feel like I'll be up on one thing, but then I'll be down on another one. I'm trying to find like a nice little balance situation for y'all, so just give me a moment, please. So I'm gonna take the old 16-hour camo concealer in Deep Chestnut, and then I'm gonna take the new Hydrating Camo Concealer in Deep Olive. And I like to mix the 2 shades. So I'm going to put the this one underneath the eye, and then I'll mix it with the olive one. So what I do is put a couple of shades of the dark one on the outer parts, and then I put the lighter one towards the front. So I'm going to do that. But as y'all know, you can't leave this on for too long because then it'll dry and it'll be real difficult to work with. So it's like I can't sit here and leave it like I would other concealers. Now this, I feel like this hydrating one you can, but I feel like with the original Camo one you cannot. So don't do that. I think it's gonna work out since it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna just take Deep Olive and the hydrating one and put that all over the face too to highlight. Since this one can stay for a little while to be drier. Highlight right there. And my forehead. So, okay, I'm gonna highlight all this, y'all. Just love this weird little dot in the middle of my lips. So let me go ahead and start blending out the concealer. I don't think I have a concealer brush to blend out here, do I? Oh yeah, here it is. I usually use this brush. This is a deluxe crease brush, but I use it for concealer. It's from a set from Real Techniques. So I'm gonna start blending out the concealer because, like I said, the old one you can't let sit that long. The new one you can let sit a little bit. Like it can sit here while I'm blending out this eye one, and then go ahead and do the face one. But if I try to do longer than that, I feel like it would be a problem. So just keep that in mind. So we blended out that underneath the eye real quick and try to fix this whole situation here. But my thoughts on this foundation is it's a nice finish. Like it gives you that natural skin finish, and you know, this glass skin and all that stuff that people are talking about and liking right now. It does that, but as we all know, foundations like that don't give you that much coverage. And I'm more of a full coverage girl, so I'd still have to go over with powder and a whole bunch of other stuff to make it work. But I do like the finish of the foundation, and I do think it's a nice formula. It's just more of, I'd have to have be having one of my best skin days in order to wear it, or otherwise I'd have to put in a whole bunch of effort and work and a whole bunch of other products on top of it, when I can just use one of my full coverage foundations I know will, you know, make me look flawless. So it's just a question of what kind of skin you have. If you have decent, nice skin where you don't have to worry about, you know, a whole bunch of hyperpigmentation and dark spots and things like that, then this foundation be fine for you. But I gotta worry about all this. So I'm not gonna be reaching for this that often, because I got a whole bunch of issues I gotta cover up. So yeah. So now I'm gonna go in with both the colors, Deep Olive, the old formula and the new formula underneath the eye. And then I'm gonna highlight the rest of my face, which basically just means we need to highlight my cheeks and go on with it. I don't usually do videos that this long, but I was like, I want y'all to see how the stuff performed on top of it, especially since I was supposed to have this up a little while ago, and I like I said, I tried to film it last week and it didn't work. And then this weekend I tried to film this like almost 2 weeks ago. And then when this one came, I ended up being busy and not being able to do that. And then I've had a whole bunch of other situations going on, so I'm just like, ugh. But I'm like, we need to get back into the routine of getting stuff done. I mean, not that I really took a break, but, you know, like, as far as feeling mostly drained and lacking to do stuff, I have been feeling like that for, like, probably, like, this week. But I was like, we're not going to let it stop us because, you know, there's good stuff coming, and we need to just go ahead and, like, move past that and not let that be an issue. So I'm not. We're gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer real quick on the eye. I try not to put it too close underneath the eye, so what y'all can see. So after you put on a whole bunch of product, like I said, you'll probably get the full coverage you need. But if you just want to start off with full coverage, I would not recommend this. Do y'all want to see the Wet n Wild Dewy foundation? The original one broke me out. The stick didn't break me out. I just didn't like the formula of it. But I mean, like, I guess we could try out that one. I'm just kind of nervous because I'm like, the last one they had broke me out. Plus, Thomas Halbert said it broke him out too. So I'm just like, oh, God. And Thomas and I be having that same issue. So I'm like, when you say something break him out, I'll be like, ooh, I don't want to try it. I don't want to know. So, but this is what the foundation looks like. I think it looks pretty good. I'll try to take a picture to be like the thumbnail, or try to take a picture. It's gonna be hard though, because it's like 7-something at night, and y'all know it start getting dark at like 4:30. So I'm like, oh, I got the W7 Banana Dream Loose Powder. I found this at TJ Maxx around my house, so I figured we could try it out on camera today. I have tried it before, but I haven't tried it on camera with you all, because I was gonna do a full face of, like, you know, foreign brands. So I was going to do like some Tasha Denona, some Pat McGrath, some W7, some Essence, and some Catrice, since those are all like foreign brands. And that way we get some drugstore and high-end together. But I just never got around to doing it. But I want to try that Catrice foundation, because they say it's supposed to be real similar to the Fenty Pro Filter foundation, the original one. And it's only like $10, but they didn't have like any shades for anybody. My skin tone, of course, because they're like, you know, in a foreign country. I think they're supposed to be like in Australia or something like that. Don't quote me, but I believe Essence is in Australia, and so is Catrice, because Essence is a sister brand to Catrice, if you didn't know. It's been so long since I used powder, I forgot if it's even good or not. I'm hoping it doesn't give me flashback while I try to take these pictures for you all after I do some eyeshadow looks, because I wanted to do a look with the Jackie Aina palette today to get that video out the way for you all. Okay, yeah, it's set pretty nice. It looks really nice on the skin. Like I said, I haven't had it in a while, so I didn't remember how it's going to play out. Now I have the Revlon Candid powder that I'm going to go ahead and put on the rest of my face. And again, I haven't used this in a while either. I had the original foundation, the Candid one, and then I had the, what's the other one? The glowing one. I don't like the glowing one. Even when I mixed it in with the original one, I didn't like it. I don't know what's wrong with this top, y'all. Thank you. Like, why is it being so difficult? I don't know. But I'm going to take some and pat it out in here, because it has one of those sifters on top of it. So I can't just, I don't know what the hell that was. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't just use it on its own. So I'm going to take this. If I remember correctly, this powder was really nice. I had the translucent one, but I didn't like that one. I do like this one, though. I remember that much. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And hopefully this makeup turns out okay. Because I need to be trying to take pictures for all these thumbnails for Instagram today. Or tonight. I never realized, y'all, it took me so long to do my face. Because I don't ever normally do it on camera with y'all. And I'm looking at the camera like, damn, 17 minutes. And you still not even, like, done bronze or anything? Like, girl, what are you doing with your life? That's why I don't know how people be doing the 10-minute makeup challenge. Because I'm like, man, a lot of my stuff will be neglected. Because I like to take my precious time and, you know, do my steps in my order. Okay, but I'm gonna take this Glisten Up spray. I did bring this from home because I couldn't remember like what sprays were over here, and if I was gonna have one that would be able to melt all the makeup in. So do that real quick. And then I brought my ColourPop sponge with me. It's almost time to throw this away. When February comes, I'm gonna have to throw all my sponges away and start like a new rotation or whatever, because you know you're only supposed to keep it for a certain amount of months. And I think I've had these like over a month longer than I'm supposed to, but I honestly don't remember. So I was like, for February for sure, I'm just gonna throw them away, and that way I'll know, you know, what's old and what's new and all that. Okay, yeah, so I'm liking the way this foundation is looking with these new products I tried it out with, because last time I tried it with all CoverGirl things, except for the face powder, because CoverGirl doesn't have a face powder that I like, or a setting powder that I like. So well, I feel like it looks nice on the skin. Okay, so this is what we're going to finish off with. I'm going to go finish the rest of my face off camera and then start on the eye looks I told y'all about that I would make for y'all. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.